This is Paul for Redneck Sports. I believe that everybody should win in life, or at least attempt to. The first three maxims of General Robert Neyland's game maxims, I believe apply to everybody. The team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. If at first the game or the breaks go against you, don't let up. Put on more steam. Welcome to the channel. Now let's discuss some sports. Like, subscribe, comment. Show what your opinion is. Let me know if you like what you've seen. And I thank you for your support. Howdy y'all, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. If you want to contact me via social media or help me out via Patreon, all that information is in my link tree down below. So, we're going to cover the book Turning of the Tide, How One Game Changed the South by Don Yaeger. And the book was helped written by Sam Bam Cunningham, former NFL player and player at University of Southern California, and John Papadakis, who is also one of the USC Trojans and owns a popular Greek restaurant, the Papadakis Taverna. This is a gentleman in Don Yaeger that has written a book that covers the Alabama USC game in 1970. This is a game that allowed Bryant to have his team be able to have black players on it without all the headaches. And there were a lot of headaches even in 1970, so let's cover it. Now, most of y'all probably don't remember 1970, but Bear Bryant had never wanted the team to not include the best football players. He famously said when asked how many black players he had, he said, "I don't have any black players. I don't have any white players. I only have football players." That was his way of thinking. He wanted black players on there in the 50s when he took over the job at the University of Alabama. He told that to then State Attorney General Richmond Flowers. Well, this is what it turned into. It took until 1970. He finally had a black guy on the freshman team. There were some headaches here and there, but he had been trying. He got sued. He and the University of Alabama got sued for not having black players before then, late 60s. He turns out that he actually had been trying to recruit them, but for some reason, they weren't coming to the team. Could be that the grand poobah, big fart knocker that he was, lived in Tuscaloosa. Well, he knew that the best way to allow this to happen the smoothest way possible, he got with John McKay of the University of Southern California Trojans and said, "Hey, they just changed it to an 11-game season. We've got a game. How about I pay you this amount of money for you to come to Alabama to play?" And McKay said, "How about I pay you this to come the next year? And we'll be going down there." And so they worked it out. And this was to smooth the path to allow these players to be able to not have headaches. Now let's talk about John McKay and USC a little bit. Now, John McKay became a legendary coach of his own at USC, and he gladly came. He brought a quarterback who was black. He brought a running back that was black, and quite a few other team members, but those two were the big draw. Cunningham was an explosive running back that could pummel a line. They also had, he was a fullback. And the quarterback was Jimmy Jones, a man that could see the field and dominate it. This game, with USC being in the running to be the national champions, became a situation where the University of Alabama lost at home in front of tens of thousands of Alabama residents, 42-21. It wasn't even close. This is what Bear Bryant wanted, but he never said it. At no time, even after he did this, but everybody realized it. McKay, when they were clearing out his office and clearing out his home after he passed away, there was a picture only in his office of Bear Bryant, who hated to lose, walking up to him after this game at the University of Alabama, smiling. He also took Sam Cunningham into the Alabama locker room. This is what Bear Bryant wanted, and he did it by losing. A man who hated losing. His comments on General Neyland and Neyland Stadium both were hilarious when how much he hated to lose, and he always lost to General Neyland and lost way too often in Neyland Stadium to his liking. But he lost knowing that he would lose this, that he picked this game because he knew he would lose. There was no chance, no matter how hard he coached, no matter how hard his players tried. And that's what he created, a smooth transition to an integrated University of Alabama. Turning of the Tide is a great book to read. You learn some history about college football. You learn some history. Now, if you're an Alabama fan, you get to learn a little bit of the history of the University of Southern California. If you're a football fan, college football especially, you get to learn about how coaches interacted back then. You get to learn about both these men. You get to learn about a time period where things were changing and not everybody wanted it to change. It's an excellent book. I've read it twice. That's how good of a book this is. I would say if you love college football, if you love SEC football, if you love Southern California football, I think they're currently in the Big Ten. They used to be Pac-12. This is an excellent book to read. You get into the minds of these people as much as you can, and you get into the minds of the people that were there. You learn stories of the players. You learn stories from the players. I couldn't put it down. So, good book to read. I recommend this. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Click subscribe if you're interested in more sports topics. And also hit like if you like this book review. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Thank you for watching this video. I've had some fairly good success with all of my redneck sports stuff, and I hope you enjoyed the topic. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, all that rigmarole, and also just let me know what you want to hear about. I'll give a redneck spin to this stuff. Let me tell you, I love sports. So, I love people that want to join me in that. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.